Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today I'm going to be discussing a bunch of wedding planning tips, things that I wish I knew before I had my wedding. These are some things that I'm giving you advice on that I had experienced myself the day of or before the wedding, and now I know and I want to share my knowledge with you guys. The very first thing I want to talk about is something that I am so heartbroken didn't happen for me. I genuinely wanted a reaction from my husband. I wanted him to cry. I wanted the whole shebang. I wanted him to be like totally reacted, and I didn't get that. And I also didn't really notice because the way that it was for me is he was already standing waiting for me to come out, and I wasn't just coming out straight doors straight to him to be able to look up and look at his exact reaction at that exact time. And you're also not exactly in that right state of mind. You're more concerned about getting things right. Everybody's looking at you. You know, I was really emotional about my father, and I wasn't really thinking about him at that moment, which seems weird, but it's so true. And I also was coming in a side door that was all open for him to see me from the moment I got through the side door until I straightened myself out, till I went to him. And the problem that I had that I just want to give to you guys, maybe you've already planned this, but make sure your dude is turned around so that he cannot see you until you have gone wherever you are in your position, your train is out, or whatever you got to do, and you're fully mentally prepared. And then you give like a thumbs up or something, and somebody tells him, okay, it's time to turn around. And then you can be directly on him, all eyes on him, the moments the two of you, and you can get that genuine reaction, not only for yourself, but you can catch it on video and on picture. I didn't really get much of a reaction out of him. The only thing I got was a picture of him going like this. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I definitely should have waited to do, and that is wait to pick your bridesmaids, because if you pick them way too soon, you don't know whether or not you guys are going to be close. You don't know whether or not you guys are going to have a falling out. I think you should just wait somewhere between 8 months or so before your wedding, before you decide to pick your bridesmaids. Just trust me. Now we're going to be talking about the discussion of a photographer. I totally think you should be putting your money and investing in a good photographer, because it's going to need to be worth it that day. You can look at pictures forever, memories will fade, drinks will be drank, cake could be eaten, food will be eaten, but something that will stay is your photography. I totally recommend investing in a good photographer, and also pre-planning picture ideas, because for me, I was cognitive of a lot of things from my wedding day. I did a lot of research, and I was fully ready to be able to breathe and calm my anxiety and be ready for the day and try not to let a lot affect me. I also was just trying to keep it fun and lighthearted and not overwhelm myself. But I focused so much on that I lost a lot of the other things I needed to focus on. And one of those was pictures. I didn't have a list of people that I needed to take pictures with. I just knew that there was a bunch of family during that time that wanted pictures, and we'd figure it out. It took a lot longer than I thought to figure out, and it was kind of making me super stressed, and most of my pictures all look the same, with the same backdrop and everything. So I really wish I would have pre-planned and scoped out some places in the actual wedding venue that I wanted pictures of, and a lot more photos with my husband at the time, because I didn't get that. And that really sucks, because you can't take that day back. You can't get it back. You also want to make sure that you have backup plans for everything, not just pictures, but I'm talking about pictures for now. For instance, I had a plan to go outside and have pictures taken, but weather permitting, as soon as we got outside, it was raining. So we had to come back in and take pictures inside. So you need to make sure you have a backup plan to be able to know where you're going to take your pictures. If you plan to have your pictures outside, make sure you know where you're going to take your pictures inside. Because at least I thought about that. If I didn't think about that and didn't have a backdrop ready to go for a backup plan, I would have had no good pictures. Another thing I recommend is getting a contract agreement with your photographer so that you can protect yourself and be able to make sure that you're going to get your pictures in a timely manner, or at least a few of them in the beginning. I had a lot of people that were asking me, where are your pictures? I just want to see your freaking wedding pictures. And so did I. It took 3 months for me to be able to get my wedding photos back. I know that sometimes happens, but here's the deal. The photographer that we had told me the night of my wedding that I would be getting some photos back. The couple pictures you see just like 3 or 4, maybe even 2 or 3 photos so that you have something to post. And he told me that I'd be getting these within a week or so. And I never did. So I contacted him and he said, "Oh, I will get them to you within a few days. I'm sorry, I've been busy." I wait another whole week, nothing back. So then I messaged him again, and then I didn't get a response for another couple days. I didn't end up getting any photos from my wedding from him until about a month after my wedding. That's not what I signed up for. And that really sucks because I did not have a contract agreement saying exactly when I'd be getting some photos back. And I was getting very frustrated. Another big piece of advice for me is to get a day of wedding coordinator. I know that they are expensive, or you might want to block out somebody, but think about this. All the people that you care about are going to be at your wedding. People you trust, people you love, they're invited to the wedding. And these people are people that are guests of the wedding or in the wedding, and you really don't want them running around, scrambling around. You might need them, might want to see them, might want to visit them. They might want to have a fun time and not run around everywhere. So I had that issue for my wedding. I thought I could just handle it all myself. But the day of, you really should get a coordinator to be able to go to and from the men's to the women's. Make sure everything is handled. Go through a checklist of things that need to be done. Make sure people are there on time that need to be. And kind of solve all the stress for you so that your whole family isn't stressing as well. The final piece of advice, and the most important advice, is people are going to have opinions. Absolutely everybody is going to think that they have a valid opinion in your wedding. You just need to make sure you stand your ground and you tell them, "I am the bride, I am getting married, and this is what I want." That does not mean that you have anything wrong with you. That just means that you've invested a lot of time and money in something that you care about and you want it to go well. And so you're telling everybody, F off, this is my wedding. I actually forgot to shoot an outro, so I'm actually going to let you guys know this now. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the bell button to be alerted when I post. I post every single Monday and Thursday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks, guys, and stay sassy.